So the video on my headphone rack, when I posted the picture on Reddit, got a lot of questions about my different headphones, and thought it was a good opportunity to talk about my different headphones here that I use a lot, that I really like, that I think will stand the test of time if you have like any of these headphones. So first off is my HD650s. These are actually 650s. If you look at the label, it says HD600, but they're in a newer HD600 headband. I bought a brand new set of HD600s, but my 650 headband was getting old, decrepit, and I swapped it out. And then if you look at these are the 600s now. So what I did was the drivers from the 600, from the newer ones, I put in here, and because I got a marble headband, it was easier to find like the 600 marble headband. So this is like an older headband, but it's like the newer drivers, older baffles, that sort of thing. I really like both of them. If you really want to know more about Sennheisers, watch my Sennheiser, like I love Sennheiser's video, and I explain a lot more in detail about these two headphones. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time going over those. Let's talk about these. I did not talk about these on my Sennheiser video. I love Sennheiser headphones. I do love those. These are I only had for a little while, since probably a few months. They are not quite as bright as everybody says they are. I do have 18,000 serial number, which is fairly low. I think newer ones are up in the 3,500s or 40,000. I don't know. But newer ones tend to be a little bit brighter, a little bit peakier. Mine seem to be not quite as mellow as the early ones, but kind of a sort of an in-between. And I think that they have a nice, sweet sound. Really good soundstage. Some of the best soundstage headphones that you'll ever hear. They sound very clear, very open. But I mean, not every like music sounds good on them. Not every genre will sound decent on them. So they are kind of decisive in that way, and they also need like a good amplification, especially tube amplification really helps out with HD800s. I might do a whole separate video on those. Let me know if you're interested, and I can go a lot more in detail about those. These, I got a lot of questions about these from my Reddit post. These are actually the new company that was started from a couple of guys from Super Best Audio Friends, and they made these headphones. These were their first headphones that they made. They're the Genesis. That's why they're called Genesis, because they were the first. And then they're graphene drivers that were called the Genesis-G, or Gen-G for short. They're in a HD600 headband that is on purpose. They designed these headphones to work with Sennheiser 600 type headband, the same one that they use for the 650s, 600s, the 58X, old 580s. But these, I really love these headphones. I think that they have more lows than the HD800s, but give me almost the same amount of detail. And they're just incredible detail monsters. They have more width and depth. Not quite as much soundstage as 800s, but they just sound much more pleasant to listen to, and have just like a very solid low end. So and just amazing clarity and details with these. These are the standard Denkarg Audio Ether CXs. So they're not like the Ether closed, they're the CXs, they're the drop version. These are actually some of the prototypes that were used to kind of design those. but they sound, I mean, they sound pretty much the same because they were like the final version before they went to production. And I think they sound great. They're closed headphones, but they sound very open. The low end is very sort of linear. There's not really a lot of boom, but it is very clean and very open sounding for closed headphones. Then these are interesting because these are actually Denon AHD 2000s. Now they look like Emu Teaks because I took the wood cups from Emu Teaks. Guy was like customizing his Emu Teaks, and so I bought his old cups and put it on mine. Did another little couple mods, but got the, you know, close to the original ear pads as I could. And I really like these for semi-open headphones. That's what I use most of the time when I'm using, like, if I want like closed headphones and want to listen. Sorry, my voice is shaky because my mouth is very dry after all this talking. But anyway, but yeah, that is my collection. If you have any questions about it, please hit me up in the comments, and I'll be glad to talk about it. I'm Stereo Azimuth, and you guys take care.